first see it, they think it's garbage bags that's been cut up. And then they get closer and they say, oh, you're cutting up garbage bags. I said, no, it's videotape. And then they explain that. But in Vancouver, like, so many people have seen me working with it outside or on the beach or at the art gallery that they immediately spot me and say, ah, you know, that's videotape, isn't it? I get it from the, you know, whatever television stations are producing tape. So in Vancouver, it's CBC and sometimes CTV. It's used about 250 to 300 times over and over again before the television studio discards it. They say CBC uses it about 100 times less than CTV. Right. And it is just discarded. I mean, you know, if I didn't pick it up, and now there are other people picking it up because of my workshops and things, it would just be thrown out. It's very useful, durable material. People get off on it, the media gets off on it, the art critics have hats that I've made out of videotape which they wear, so there's some members of the Canada Council. It's a conversation piece, and it's legitimate. I think it's a legitimate art form. I did a car cozy 2 years ago before I went on my cross-Canada trip because I was driving and I thought, well, what more visual statement can I make? But there's this video car going 3,000 miles across the country. So it took about a week, finger crocheted this car, and I put pouches on the side of the car so that my posters and printed information about the trip could be put into the pouches. So wherever I parked the car in the city, people could, you know, get off on it and they'd stop and they'd ask and they'd pick up the reading material and read about the project. And then this was also a way of advertising that performance, so it was a very practical means of advertising, was the car cozy. But as I used it, I found that it was really practical. I've had lots of offers for people to buy them, and it would really be great if it was just given away and garage owners or whoever could make car cozies, because it keeps the car cool in about 80 and 70 degree weather. So I use it even now when I go down to the beach and I put the car cozy on and come back from the beach. Your car is cool. You don't have those hot plastic seats to, you know, jump off on. So it's been really fun. And then when it snowed, I used it also as a cozy to keep the car from freezing. So I think this could be a very useful way as a kind of thermal underwear for prairie cars, you know. And that is called the video trap. And what I wanted to express in the piece is you're watching the media, and one is usually caught by what kind of programs one watches on television. Unfortunately, so much of it is brought over from the States. This kind of mundane, I don't know, family, dull, stupefying material. And to kind of show the feeling that one is trapped by the content and by the whole kind of mood a television set has in one's house. It's really hard to enter a house when people are watching a television program. It's a very communication. It's like a line connecting the people to the TV set. So that gave me the idea to crochet a cover for the television set and connecting the viewer to it. Now the material is videotape, which is an ex-product of the program that you're watching. And it has a hinge and people can climb into it and actually be connected to the TV set and have no choice, which you don't have anyway, of what is on the tube. When I have made hats and things, I know that some of them are Hockey Night in Canada, and the edge of night hat has maybe got a bunch of flowers, and trying to bring out, I don't know what Elwood Glover I mean, I've had a lot of his program lately. I haven't done anything special with it.
We are standing in the courtyard opposite the War Memorial here at Edinburgh Castle in Edinburgh, Scotland, and it is one of the most significant buildings that you will find on the grounds on this very hallowed area.